Sweet Nightmares thing.
So recently, we got a sneak peek behind the scenes of Jenna Ortega returning as Wednesday Addams, where she teases the Season 2 location with Thing. But that's not all. Back in September, Netflix dropped even more behind-the-scenes footage, giving us a look at what's coming in Season 2, which is being described as bigger and more twisted than you can ever imagine. So let's dive into what bigger and better really means for Season 2 and check out some more behind-the-scenes action. Let's kick things off with Jenna Ortega returning as Wednesday in a new video with Thing where she teases the Season 2 location. In the video, Jenna, who plays Wednesday, appears alongside Thing in a fun, quirky clip. We got a sneak peek into Season 2 of Wednesday, which is set to drop sometime in 2025. Alongside Ortega, the new season will feature a star-studded cast, including Emma Myers, Musa Mostafa, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Fred Armisen, Thandiwe Newton, Steve Buscemi, Billy Piper, Christopher Lloyd, Haley Joel Osment, Noah Taylor, and Heather Matarazzo. Now, Netflix just dropped the new video for Season 2, starting with the text, "Wednesday reads you a bedtime story." But of course, it's not your typical bedtime story. Instead, Wednesday reads a pathology report about a 35-year-old man with 3 stab wounds. As she reads in her usual dry, monotone voice, the mood gets eerie with creepy music, and the scene cuts to Thing. It wraps up with Wednesday saying, "Sweet Nightmares Thing." As for what this all means for Wednesday Season 2, we get some hints about the locations. We see Wednesday in her Nevermore Academy uniform, so it's clear that Nevermore will still be a major part of the season. But there's also a label on the pathology report that says, "Property of Willow Hill Psychiatric Hospital." That's a key clue since this is where Tyler Galpin was taken at the end of Season 1. While we don't see Wednesday directly interacting with the hospital, it's likely that Willow Hill will play a role in Season 2, with characters possibly dealing with Tyler or other situations tied to the hospital. This behind-the-scenes clip is definitely a good sign for Season 2, showing off Jenna Ortega's signature performance that earned her so much love and an Emmy nomination in Season 1. Plus, we get to see Thing again, a fan-favorite character from the original Addams Family. While the black and white color vibe is a nice nod to the classic series, we're not sure if that'll carry over into Season 2, though we could get some black and white moments. Netflix recently gave us another peek behind the scenes of Wednesday Season 2, promising it will be bigger and more twisted than you can imagine. The footage was unveiled at a fan event in Atlanta this September where we got to see some familiar faces return to the Nevermore Academy set, including Jenna Ortega, Hunter Doohan, Emma Myers, Joy Sunday, Luis Guzmán, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and of course Thing, played by Victor Durabantu. The behind-the-scenes clip also gave us a sneak peek of different scenes being filmed, such as Ortega's Wednesday arriving on campus with her usual deadpan look, students gathering in a field, and Thing sneaking around like always. And yes, Tim Burton is back in the director's chair. At the end of the video, Ortega jokes, "If we showed you any more, your eyes would bleed, and I'm not that generous." Production for Season 2 kicked off in May in Ireland, and this season will feature some new faces, including Steve Buscemi, Billy Piper, Evie Templeton, Owen Painter, and Noah Taylor. In January, Ortega also shared her excitement about the new scripts, saying she's much happier with them compared to the first season, after previously voicing some criticisms. She teased that this season is definitely leaning into a little more horror, adding, "Everything is bigger, it's a lot more action-packed." Ortega went on to say that every episode feels like a movie, and while Wednesday's story continues to evolve, her character stays true to herself. While we're on the topic of behind-the-scenes content, some new photos from Wednesday Season 2 have been leaked, giving us an exclusive look at the cast. Season 2 will continue the story of the Nevermore Academy students, though the plot remains under wraps. Returning stars like Catherine Zeta-Jones, Luis Guzmán, Jenna Ortega, Emma Myers, and Luyanda Unadi Luis Niao will be joined by new cast members including Steve Buscemi, Thandiwe Newton, Christopher Lloyd, Joanna Lumley, Haley Joel Osment, Heather Matarazzo, Owen Painter, and Billy Piper. The new behind-the-scenes photos shared by @Wednesday Netflix gives us a sneak peek into the making of Season 2. Shot in black and white, the images feature cast members like Myers and Ortega on set. One photo shows Ortega and new cast member Buscemi sharing a smile, while another shows Enid peeking through a window that looks like a spiderweb. There are also glimpses of table reads and actor reunions. The post caption humorously reads, "I got you these S2 BTS photos as a treat and it's not even Halloween." This is a promising sign that production on the sophomore season is in full swing. The first season of Wednesday hit Netflix in fall 2022, so fans are definitely eager for the next chapter. Right now, Wednesday Season 2 is set to drop sometime in 2025, though we don't have a specific release date yet. Fingers crossed, the next adventures at Nevermore Academy will come sooner rather than later. Furthermore, Jenna Ortega has confirmed that Wednesday Season 2 will bring back a key part of her character, the cello. The Netflix Addams Family spin-off, which dropped in 2022, became an instant hit, with Ortega earning her first Emmy nomination for her role. Season 2 is already in the works, with returning cast members like Ortega and Emma Myers, Fred Armisen and Joy Sunday, along with newcomers like Steve Buscemi, Thandiwe Newton, Haley Joel Osment, and Heather Matarazzo. In a recent interview with Harper's Bazaar during her Beetlejuice press tour, Ortega shared that Season 2 will feature more cello scenes. She joked about how she pulled a good portion of her hair out while filming the most recent cello sequence. She also mentioned that she and the team are now moving on to the next one, hinting that there will be several cello moments in the new season. Here's what Ortega had to say. "We're shooting the second season right now, so I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago I pulled a good portion of my hair out for a cello piece. We shot that one and done, and then we're moving on to the next one, so I am currently playing. I never said I was good." This confirms that the cello will still be an important part of Wednesday in Season 2. It was a major element in Season 1, showing off Wednesday's artistic side while keeping things intense. She played iconic tunes like Paint It Black and Don't Stop, and Ortega spent months learning the cello to make it authentic. The cello became such a talked-about part of the show that it makes sense Netflix would want to keep it in the mix for the next season. Another standout moment from Season 1 was Wednesday's quirky dance at the Raven Dance to Goo Goo Muck by the Cramps. That dance took off on TikTok and became a viral sensation, helping to boost the show's popularity. While it wouldn't be surprising if Netflix tried to bring back some sort of iconic dance in Season 2, it would be tricky to recreate it without it feeling forced. The cello, on the other hand, is something that makes sense to keep as a recurring part of Wednesday's character without it feeling overdone. Let's hope Netflix strikes a good balance in bringing back the fan favorites without just copying the same things over again. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.